Guys, Lex UK. I have noticed that although I have a YouTube channel, I don't really use it to promote my own creations very much. I generally spend most of my time promoting other people's. So I thought it might be nice for a change just to show you the sort of things that I make in Dreams. So this is what I've made of the last couple of months. Not an awful lot of stuff when I look at it like this, but hey. So we'll start off. I made some toy llamas. These aren't puppets. These are statues. These are sculpts. But I don't know. I just felt like making some llamas for just random reasons. I was quite pleased with them actually. I think they're quite cute. So I made him first, then I copied him, and then I put in the harness and seat and everything. Looked some reference pictures of harnessed llamas, and that's what I came up with. I think they're quite nice. I don't know if anybody wants to use them. They're freely available, freely remixable. If you just want to put them as like a little toy in a kid's room or something like that, that's what it's for. Then I thought I would have a go at recreating a poster for the Chicago World's Fair. There it is there. I was going to do an Art Deco asset kit, and this is the first thing I started. I haven't actually added any more since because I got distracted by other things, but that was the first thing I made. So I made the poster. So it's a copy of an actual poster from 1933, and it's very colourful. And I made an edited version of it sort of cut up and torn and bent, so that you could have a distressed copy of it on the wall. My first attempt at that sort of thing. I think I could have done a better job, but it's if I designed it to be distressed in the first place, then obviously I might have done a slightly better job of it, because obviously it would have been sculpted to be bent in the first place. But this is just a manipulation of the previous one. And then I did a nice thumbnail picture used the same thumbnail picture for both, and just put the two posters side by side on a brick wall. So I got to thinking, actually, maybe this is the way to go. You make a base something or other, and then you amend it, and you create lots more assets. So I made this bench collection. So we started off with this bench. So this is unpainted, just a very basic bench that is sculpted. There we go. And you just paint that up into whatever colours you want, and that's good as it is. And then I did different treatments on it. So I painted this one up with a metallic look and stuck some holes in it. So now it's a metal bench. And then I made this shiny and plastic and green, and then cut some holes in the back. It's exactly the same bench. It looks completely different every time you do stuff to it. Then I upholstered the bench. So I put some cushions on, some back cushions and stuff. It's always a good idea to get just a little bit of blended cuts in there, so it looks like it's creased where people have sat on it. There you go. And then I cut it up to make a chair. So it's the same bench, but I cut it and made a chair to go with the bench. And then here is the wood version. I used the cut tool and just cut some planks into it. Drew some cut into it with a ball, with a sphere, just to make the grain. And then we got a wooden bench. Spray painted it in different colours. I think that's quite good. So this is a really good exercise. If you make something, make a plain something first of all. Don't paint it, don't do anything with it, just make it plain. Save that and then remix it and start colouring and fiddling about with it, and then you can always go back to your previous creation and change it. So if you're making character models, for example, don't go full for the costume and everything. Do the face, the hands, the feet, that sort of thing, and then save it and then remix it and put lots of different outfits on it. You'll be amazed at how different you can make things look. But anyway, there's my bench collection. I was quite pleased with that, actually. It was a fun exercise to do. I've been doing some painting. Somebody asked me, could I do some medieval fantasy portraits? And so I did a few. These are these are some that I did previously for some game jams. They don't do very well in game jams, I will say, but people do use them. I have seen my paintings used in lots of people's games, which is really nice. So I did this one on a live stream. I didn't quite finish it, so I finished it off the live stream. But this is there's a live stream of me actually doing this painting, or there was. It won't be there now. While I answered people's questions, so I was being distracted every 5 minutes with how do you do this, and then I'd stop and then show them how they did the thing that they were trying to do. I'm quite pleased with her. I think she's quite nice. It's got sort of like a 1930s, 50s style to her. Sort of the gauzy lens, Vaseline on the lens. Here's my king. This has been very popular as an asset. 48 thumbs up. It has been used in 5 creations, which is nice. But here he is. Here's my king. Quite pleased with him. So these are all available for you to use in the Dreamverse. If you want a picture of a king put on a wall, there you go. I did an orc. I think he's alright. I'm very pleased if it has any element of 3D-ness about it, because it's always been an issue that I make paintings and they look a bit flat. But if they have some sort of depth to them, I'm quite pleased. I think that one works. And this is my jester. Now the thing about this, it's very strange. I didn't have a face. I didn't copy a painting to do this one. There was a series of lots of different jester pictures that I sort of cobbled together this. And this face sort of it just appeared, this face. It looks like it should be somebody. I bet there's somebody out there that looks like this. It's not quite right. I haven't got quite, the chin is a bit weird, but I don't know. I like it. It's fun. If a bit creepy. That aren't just as creepy anyway. These are paintings that, like I said, I did previously. I didn't do those recently, but I put them all in a collection, so they're all together. This was a little experiment. I wanted to make a little cutout of a crowd. There it is. It's in black, and it's quite fun to play about with. If I remix it, so you take it like this, right, and then you can recolor it like that, and you can stagger them like this. And if you want, you could animate them. So let's try that. That might be fun. So action recorder. Boom, 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 boom. And then another one. Do, 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 do. There we go. And then there you've got a moving crowd. And if you do it with the keyframe, with it bouncing up and down, you could actually use the envelope of the music and actually get it to get the crowd to move in time with your music. And that's quite fun. So you get you get the camera at the right angle. You know, and you can have your band playing and there's a crowd. It's very difficult to get crowd scenes going that's low in thermo, because you can't use lots and lots and lots of puppets. That doesn't really work. So you have to make other things. I just wanted to experiment with that, and I think that was fun. It was fun to do. Here's another painting. I did a pirate. There we are. Just fancied making a pirate. I think he's a bit too pretty for a pirate. He's like a baby-faced pirate, this one. But again, you get this soft look that when I don't make the fleck on the canvas that tight. So you get like a gauzy look with the spray paint when you do your painting. So I quite like it. It's quite it's got this now what is it, like penguin books where they illustrated things from history and stuff, and there was a lot of paintings in that which had this sort of style. So I quite like it, but it does mean it's a little bit soft. It's not like painting with a proper brush. I mean, obviously it crisps up the further away you get, but up close it is quite soft. I like it though. Even though he's a baby-faced pirate, I think he's nice. As with everybody, I've been playing Fall Guys, and I thought it might be fun to have a go at making some bits. So here's my rotating beam. Obviously, I haven't made it look like a Fall Guy thing. I've made it look my own thing. But you can always recolour this and make this look how you want it to look. If you want to look at the code of this, I've done it so that you can increase the speed yourself really easily, and we've also got strength of push because this has got a force applier on it, so that it will definitely push you away, because otherwise you in dreams the physics means that your puppet will sort of jump over it, which is not what you want. You want to push him out of the way. So there is a force applier with a push on that, but you can change the force and the speed of this as you want. You can get it to go the other way in the opposite direction just by making it a minus number. There you go. So it's really easy to get that how you want it. And I also made a floating direction sign, which I was really pleased with. I thought it was cute and nice. Now, I had all sorts of trouble with this, with getting this to attach to it. And I ended up having to use a tag and a follower on the... Let's put the X-ray on. There's a follower on this so that it will follow the bouncing of this. So I've got a timeline for the lights, so they turn on and off like that. So they're always on. So what these are actually turning them off rather than turning them on. That's what that does. And I've got a signal generator here on a keyframe to make that bounce up and down. So in order for this rotating part to stay with it, it's having to follow. It's following. So that is now following this tag so that it stays with the bouncing thing. And there's the rotator for the blades on the top. because if you start attaching things to, if you make something rotate and attach it to an object, it stops rotating, or it rotates the entire thing, which is neither of which you want. So I've got it moving with a follower to a tag, and then it looks as if it's all moving slightly. I think if you looked at it, it does slightly move, but no, I think it's okay. I think that works. And you've got that little bouncy action there where it's bouncing up and down. I quite like it. This is a artwork based on a painting by Greg Simpkins, who calls himself Crayola. He's got a YouTube channel that I recently discovered. He's an amazingly talented artist. He does really realistic looking fantasy paintings. And this one's called Time Will Tell. And I saw it and I thought it will make a really cool model. So here we go. I made all these little pieces and put them together. So I suggest you look him up, Crayola, Greg Simpkins, see his artwork, maybe have a go at making one yourself. I did ask his permission. I sent him a message saying, look, I was just practicing sculpting and I made your painting in dreams, and would it be okay if I publicly release that? And he said, yeah, fine. He said it was awesome, so that's good. I really like it, it's cute. The music is by ONG. It's Adrian, who makes great music in the Dreamverse. So there we are. But I sculpted all these fish and everything. Some of these fish are a bit weird looking, but they are weird looking in the painting as well. The only thing I didn't make was the stars and the floor, which is a media molecule asset. But there we go. I really liked that. I thought that was nice. Here is RPG icons. I've been making some stickers. Now we can put stickers in the VR set. We can now have our own UI and HUDs. So I've been making some RPG icons that you can use with that. And I'm quite pleased with these. I think that's a nice style. I like it. If you want anything made, let me know and I'll have a go at making these flat stickers that you can use for HUD things. So you could use it for time, hunger, money, inventory, weaponry, that sort of shields, whatever you want really, potions, health, quests maybe. There's all sorts of things you can do. There we go. Let me know if you want anything made. I'll add to them. And finally, I subscribe to a YouTuber called Jazza. He's an Australian artist. He likes to make cartoon stuff and miniatures and stuff. In fact, he does all sorts of art things. He's a big fan of Art Attack and likes to just have a go at all those sort of things as well. And he did a character. He had a random created character app, and he came up with this elven Egyptian blind drunk character, and he created a whole story around it, and said, you know, here's mine. He did a like a cartoon drawing of the character, and said, you know, anybody out there wants to make their version of it, mark it up as UCD1. So I did that, and here is my version of it in Dreams. I'm quite pleased with him. I used a base character, sort of a naked man character as the base, and did all the clothing, and I just amended a bow that was in the Dreamverse, and the background is all Dreamverse assets, which are cool, but the character's mine. There we go. There he is. I quite like him. I think he's okay. When I made him, some of the things were in slightly different positions to what happens when you go into live mode. Things shift a bit, which is a bit disappointing. But and the cape, I borrowed the cape. There's a cape in the Dreamverse that I used. Why reinvent the wheel? That's what I say. But I quite like him. And that's the last thing I did in the Dreamverse. Hope you enjoyed that little trip down my my portfolio list. I do have a portfolio. I try to update it regularly. Here it is here. So I try to put in everything that I've been making in a portfolio, so you can have a look at a glance what I've made. All the tutorial demos from all the tutorials that I put up on my channel, they can be found here. So if you've seen a tutorial and there's a link to a demo, they're here as well, so you can find them. Also the contests and the challenges, so the Crystallonia asset kit is here, Dream May is here, the Dreamverse song contest that I did. Here are my games that I made. I don't make a lot of games. Here's music that I've done, and also my top 10s and my pick of the weeks as collections are also on this page, so you can see everything that I've done. I recommend, if you make a lot of things in Dreams, a portfolio page like this is really handy. You just make a nice collection of everything you've done over the year. Puts it in one place. It's a pity we can't pin things in the Dreamverse. It'd be nice if I could pin this portfolio page to the beginning, so when you come to my feed, that's the first thing you see. But maybe they'll add that. They've added it in Dreams, so they might add it at a later time. But anyway, this is all the stuff that I've made, so you might want to have a look at that. And there you go. And there's also one for last year as well. There we are then. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in your dreams.